Hello, I'm Captain Mediocrity, and this is Mechanerd, and we are going to review the wrestling shows of 2006 onwards. Yes, this is I've seen it all before.
1, 2, 3!
We'll be starting off with New Year's Revolution 2006.
With the Elimination Chamber and John Cena.
Yeah. Is Cena going to be in all these pay-per-views?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, not all of them. This is... Well, there's two brands, Raw and SmackDown, and the SmackDown pay-per-views will have no Cena.
Good.
They will have JBL.
No, that's better than Cena. JBL was once a good wrestler.
Yeah. Anyway, we start things off with Ric Flair versus Edge for the Intercontinental title. On the Raw before this one, Ric Flair appeared on Edge's cutting edge. That was redundant. And Edge was so harsh to Ric Flair that Michael Hayes and Sergeant Slaughter rushed out to his rescue and got beaten up. So, what did you think of this match?
It was alright.
Yeah, it's
But then again,
as well.
that's kind of the whole pay-per-view. We're pretty much done.
It was alright.
It was alright.
It's slow paced because obviously Ric Flair's like 60 something.
Yeah, cause, totally worth, best choice of Intercontinental Champion.
Well, it's for the up and coming superstars who will be world champion one day, and Ric Flair fits that bill.
Well, I'm sure Ric
Perfectly.
Flair's always
40 years ago.
I'm sure he's always up and coming. Hey, you saw what he was doing to Lita?
You should save that for Jerry Lawler's match later.
I'll do it again. But yeah, you saw what he was doing to Lita.
Yes, I did. Lita's cleavage is taking up 75% of the screen. Yes. Yeah. I did see a sign in the crowd that said "Die Edge." That pretty much sums up someone's feelings.
Yeah.
Kind of harsh.
But the signs were kind of weird in this pay-per-view.
Yeah. The match is okay. They go outside the ring, have a brawl, go back in, have a brawl. But it's slow. And it ends when Ric Flair tries to do the figure 4 leg lock on Lita and Edge just murders him with the briefcase.
Yeah.
Ric Flair, explodes. There's blood everywhere. It's the first match of the night and there's blood everywhere.
Ric Flair has to bleed.
Yeah.
Also, 2006 there was blood in WWE. Kind of miss it. In fact, it was pretty much...
There's too much blood. It kind of loses...
WWE, yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, there's only a couple of matches that didn't have blood in this pay-per-view.
There's more... Well, there's only 2 matches that do it, huh? This one, the
Ric
Elimination
Flair.
Chamber.
Triple H and Big Show.
Oh, yeah.
There's some blood in it, wasn't there?
No.
You sure?
I don't think so.
We'll get to it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. I mean, another thing that just kind of carries on through the whole pay-per-view is this... it's not much of a pattern, it's just all throughout is mostly you have someone who's old or fat, and then you have someone who's a lot faster. So that wrestler can't really do... you can't show his full potential because the other wrestler doesn't move that fast.
Yeah, I get that, and we'll see that later on.
Because, Edge, he isn't... Well, you don't see Ric Flair jumping all around.
He did climb a turnbuckle.
How many?
1. Oh, he climbed it
yeah,
line.
and he was...
He didn't do anything other than he just flipped Edge and Lita in the eye.
Yeah, he was thrusting Lita.
Oh, yeah, he was going to have sex with Lita. Yeah. That was classy. It's Ric Flair. You got to love Ric Flair.
I mean, you got Edge and Ric Flair. It's a good match.
Yeah, Ric Flair's 60, but it's a match you'd expect from a 60-year-old Ric Flair, basically.
Yeah, and Ric Flair's fun to watch.
Yeah, and he bleeds like a bitch.
It's like, woo! It's always fun.
And anyway, after that we have the interview with Angle with Daivari. This is an interesting interview.
Sit back and relax for this one.
first he says he wants Iraq to win the war in America.
Yeah.
Well, no, Iraq to win the war in Iraq against America.
Kurt Angle, American wrestler.
American hero.
Yeah, won Olympic medals.
Olympic gold, yeah.
Yep. Wants America.
America.
His country. To lose in the war. So he said, even if it's acting or he's joking or being sarcastic, he still said it.
Yep.
Continue.
Next he says France is the greatest country in the world.
Not entirely true.
It's just plain wrong.
I mean, croissants are nice.
La Resistance.
Oh, yeah.
Although it might be Canadian, but whatever. Now, my favourite line in this, although I don't know why, is he says, I don't like the black people.
The black people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Times.
Let that sink in for a while.
And he wants to make Jesus tap out.
Which is the only one I think I agree with.
Yeah, it'd be a good laugh. It would have been a surprise at the Last Supper.
It would have been a good match.
Jesus is super over.
I'm pretty sure Jesus kind of like John Cena of that era.
Don't compare John Cena to the Messiah. You're not a teenage girl.
He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Well, the idea of the interview is basically Angle says, I can say anything and these idiots will still cheer me.
Yeah.
And he's right.
It's like, people say, you suck, and at the end they cheer.
Yeah.
Which you will definitely see, they'll cheer for anyone that isn't Cena.
Pretty much. And he also wants to have bestiality sex with Booker T's wife. But not at this pay-per-view.
That was another pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And you really had to pay for that.
That's fine.
Well,
we're in Albany tonight, by the way. I don't know what Albany is, but I don't care. And this is actually where Angle won his first title, so... Is this where Angle won... The stadium they're at, or the town, I think.
Oh, right.
It's where Kurt Angle won his first title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that'd been pretty cool to see him win it again.
Well, he would have probably got more of a cheer from the crowd if he didn't say he hated black people, possibly.
Well, he is a heel, and he has got Daivari with him, who I can't remember doing anything good, but...
No. What's the deal with that guy? I mean, I wish I could watch the...
Daivari's character is basically an Iraqi stereotype.
Yeah.
I can't remember why he's
Why is Kurt Angle the American hanging out with him?
Well, we do it like Sergeant Slaughter. Like, Sergeant Slaughter became like an Iraqi sympathiser during the first Gulf War.
Okay.
So, it's not rare. And, like, I'm guessing they've done it like Ginger Mahal, whatever his name is. But yeah, I didn't know that Daivari was ever with Kurt Angle, despite watching his pay-per-view before and watching wrestling at the time. So it was actually a bit of a surprise to see him there. But I don't really care. Daivari doesn't do anything interesting anyway.
No, he speaks gibberish.
Yeah.
Gibberish at some point.
I'm guessing it might be Iraqi.
I don't think it was.
Iraqi.
I think it was made up.
Okay. After this interview, it cuts back to the ring, and Ric Flair is still dead.
Oh yeah, and then because they played his, I think they played his music
again. Yeah.
Before the interview, because it was taking ages to get out, and then they played the music again because it still hadn't come out. And then after that was started the Trish Stratus versus Mickie James.
Yep.
Stuff.
A women's title match that was actually good.
Yeah.
Can't remember the last time I saw one.
Well, yeah, I said there's probably better women matches.
Oh yeah, this was a pretty standard match.
But it's definitely, if you're watching wrestling now, and like that's what you're growing up with.
Yeah, if you actually sit and watch a Divas match now, you have balls. Big, plentiful balls.
Well, you don't watch it for the wrestling.
But you don't really watch it to wank either.
True.
It's not spank material.
Well, they think it is. Cause that's all they do. The match, but their slaps and their spanks.
Rolling around, yeah.
Yeah, ripping each other's face.
But there's ground wrestling. Mickie James does cartwheels to get out of wrestling holds.
Mm-hmm.
They go back and forth. There's vicious forearms from Trish Stratus. Like she smashes Mickie James in the face.
I was saying, now there's slaps, but in this match they were actually punching each other.
Yeah.
Like they're actually going for it.
The story going into this is that Mickie James is Trish Stratus' #1 fan / stalker, and like they just had their Christmas kiss, which was awesome. Yeah. And oh yeah, Mickie James beat Victoria to get #1 contender shot.
Yeah.
And this was it.
Yeah.
And it's a really good match. Mickie James loses, but still
She
comes
does,
up pretty
because
good.
Trish Stratus still,
Goes for a pussy Rana. Is it Trish Stratus goes for it, or Mickie James goes to Hurricane Rana? Yeah, she goes into the Hurricane Rana position, and it's like the crowd go mental
just because Trish is between her legs. Basically.
Yeah, basically, and then they all fall over.
There wasn't no move before that. It was quite sexual. Can't remember.
No,
there was.
But after the pussy Rana, they all fall over and
they
roll
all
around a
fall
bit
down.
more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an okay match. Mickie James hits Stratisfaction on Trish Stratus, gets a 2 count, gets up and gets hit with the chip kick after going for the mitt kick.
Yeah, the mitt kick and the chip kick.
1, 2, 3. Trish Stratus wins.
There was some weird bits where Mickie James was up against the turnbuckle, and Trish Stratus was slapping her, and I guess she starts powering up her hand, I guess, by licking it, and then slaps it back. I don't get it.
Aerodynamic.
It was kind of confusing.
It weighs it down.
Oh.
Gives it hepatitis. Anyway, we have an interview segment next. Maria interviewing Maria.
Oh yeah.
Dumb bimbo.
Which the best part about having Maria interview Maria is Gregory Helms walking in.
Yeah.
Because that's what he does.
And did he actually say bitch?
Yeah. No.
Or did I just say that? Because I've written down wasting interview time, bitch. Did he say something like that?
I thought he said shit.
This is shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then after that piece of shit, we cut to Shelton Benjamin and his mum.
Oh yeah. It doesn't cut to them.
Oh no, they're
showing
yeah.
it, and then the camera just moves over, and oh, there they are.
Shelton Benjamin and his mommy.
His nanny.
Mama. Who is so much funnier than Eddie Murphy.
Oh yeah, basically the same character.
But funny.
And
not incredibly.
Yeah, you're still a stereotypical fat black woman.
Played by Thea.
You actually know this?
I've written it down. Thea Vidal.
Who's that? Who? Well,
She's a comedian.
Is she?
Yeah.
Does she just play that woman?
No, she did other stuff.
Okay.
I don't know it. But she's like Black Mama.
Yeah, the first bit is not very, well, it's kind of funny, but it's not very interesting compared to what comes later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What comes later is so creepy.
Oh, yeah. Jerry Lawler versus Gregory Helms.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the Ric Flair Edge match.
Do you know why this has happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Jerry Lawler on commentary had been slagging off the Hurricane.
Yes.
So when Gregory Helms was Gregory Helms, he challenged Jerry Lawler for a match. Pretty much. Not a lot of interest for me going into this. I like Gregory Helms, but
I like Gregory Helms.
I don't want to see him
I
wrestle.
don't know
man.
what to think about Jerry Lawler. He's quite funny, but you don't really want to watch him wrestle, I guess.
He's had good matches, like
I'm sure he did.
like after the 90s when he like officially retired and that.
Oh.
So even after he retired, he has been in good matches, even as late as like this year, 2013. So it's not always bad to see Jerry Lawler in the ring, but this match is kind of boring. Cool moments include Jerry Lawler going, "Ha!"
Oh yeah, taunting him.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. But other than that,
I just want to point out that Gregory Helms has a Green Lantern tattoo, which I thought was really cool. That's the first thing I noticed about the match, actually.
yeah, I don't have much else to say about the match.
You know, truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people. And